Hello guys, this is a Perl tutorial. Perl's Perl program, print the hello world. To print out a message, type the keyword print. Don't forget a semicolon at the end of a line. Comment and Perl. A line is starting with a hash. Single and double quotes and Perl. You can use double quotes or single quotes around literal string as follows. There is an important difference in a single and double quote. Only double quotes interpolate variables and special characters such as new lines, backslash, and, whereas single quote does not interpolate any variable or special character.
Perl has three basic data types: scalars, array of scalars, and hashes of scalars, also known as associative arrays. Here is a little details about these data types. Scalars are simple variables. They are preceded by a $sign. A scalar is either a number, a string, or a reference. A reference is actually an address of variables, which we will see in the upcoming chapters. Arrays. Arrays are ordered lists of scalars that you access with a numeric index, which starts with 0. They are preceded by a @. Hashes are unordered sets of key or value pairs that you access using the keys as subscripts. They are preceded by a %sign or modules. Creating variables. Perl variables do not have to be explicitly declared to reverse memory space. The declaration happens automatically when you assign a value to a variable. The equal sign is used to assign values to variables. Keep a note that this is a mandatory to declare a variable before we use it if we use strict statement in our program. The operand to the left of the operator is the name of the variable. The operand to the right of the equal operator is the value stored in the variable. A Perl identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class, module, or other object. A Perl variable name starts with either $, @ or modulo followed by 0 or more letters, underscores, and 0 to 9 digits. Perl does not allow punctuation characters such as @, $, and modulo within identifiers. Perl is a case-sensitive programming language. Thus, manpower and manpower are two different identifiers in Perl. This is the example of how we input in Perl programming language.
This is an example of program if statement. First, if statement makes use of less than operator, which compares two operands, and if first operand is less than the second one, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. So, when the above code is executed, it produces the following result. if statement. A Perl if statement consists of a Boolean expression followed by one or more statements. Syntax. The syntax of an if statement in Perl programming language. If the Boolean expression evaluates to true, then the block of code inside the if statement will be executed. If Boolean expression evaluates the to false, then the first set of code after the end of the if statement, after the closing curly brace, will be executed. The number 0, the string 0, and the empty list, open and close parentheses, and if are all false if a Boolean context and all other values are true. Negation of that true.
An array is a variable that stores an ordered list of scalar values. Array variables are preceded by an @ sign to refer to a single element of an array. You will use the $sign with the variable name followed by the index of the element in square brackets. Here, we have used the escape sign before the @ sign just to print it. Other Perl will understand it as a variable and will print its value. When executed,
If-else statement. An if statement can be followed by an optional else statement, which is very useful to test the various conditions using single if. Else if statement. When using else statements, there are few points to keep in mind. An if can have 0 or 1 else's, and it must come after any else ifs. An if can have 0 to many else ifs, and they must come before the else. Once an else if succeeds, none of the remaining else ifs or else will be tested. Here we are using the equality operator, which is used to check if two operands are equal or not. If both the operands are same, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. When the code is executed, it produces the following result.
The following rules apply to switch statement. The first is the switch statement takes a single scalar argument of any type specified in the parentheses. The second is the value of the following by the block, which may contain one or more case statement followed by a block of a first statement. The third is a case statement takes a single scalar argument and select the take two.
pati yung mura mo recorded. At kasi ba't nagbilang kuryente?
Tinapos na kasi.
For loop. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. Syntax for loops in Perl programming. Here is the flow of control in a for loop. The init step is executed first and only once. Next, the condition is evaluated. After the body of the for loop execute, the flow of control jumps back up to the increment statement. For condition is now evaluated again. If it's true, the loop executes and the process repeats itself. Body for loops in increment step and then again condition. Here key point of the anti-loop is that the loop might not ever run. When the condition is tested and the result is true, the loop body will be skipped and the first statement after the loop will executed. Here we are using the comparison operator greater than to compare value of the variable $A against 10. So until the value of $A is less than 10, anti-loop continues executing a block of code next to it, and as soon as the value of $A become greater than 10, it comes out when executed above code procedure. Produce. Until loop. An until loop statement in Perl programming language repeatedly executes a target statement as long as a given condition is false. The syntax of until loop in programming language. Her statement is maybe a single statement or a block of statements. The condition may be any expression. The loop iterates until the condition becomes true. When a condition becomes true, the program control passes to the line immediately following the loop. Here the key point of a while loop is the loop might not ever run. When the condition is tested and the result is false, the loop body will be skipped and the first statement after the while loop will be executed. Here we are using the comparison operator less than to compare value of a variable $sign against 20. So while value of $sign A is less than 20, while loop continues executing a block of code next to it, and as soon as the value of $sign A become equal to 20, it comes out above code procedure.